everyone, and welcome to Sharp Press Gaming, and today we're back with some more Pokemon VGC 2017. This is the last week before Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon are released. So, this was actually recorded the previous week because the battle spot's going to be going down on Friday, at least from what I hear. It might go a day or two more, but they have to get it ready for Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, so I'm just trying to get everything done right away. So we have stuff for you all the way up to the release of Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I will be playing through the game on my Twitch channel, so be sure to go follow that if you want to be following that. I will upload the streams to YouTube as well. But yeah. Anyways, we have a very interesting team here today. We have a rain team consisting of Dragonite, Politoed, Tapu Koko, Kartana, Alolan Muck, and Alolan Marowak. So this is a team I've been wanting to use for a while. I didn't really know which Pokemon I wanted to use outside of the Dragonite and the Politoed, and I found a few other ones. I'm going to lead this video with saying that this team isn't as competitive as the last two teams we've used, which the last team was a Beware team, so that shows you how competitive this one is. I don't think it's terrible, but I think, like, because this is a special Dragonite to take use of the rain, it has Hurricane. I think physical Dragonite's better, honestly. But I wanted to try out special Dragonite. I've never used Kartana, but Kartana's just good in general. This is a Choice Specs Tapu Koko, Choice Scarf Politoed, Figgy Berry Alolan Muck, and Thick Bone Marowak. If you want to try out the team for yourself, the link for the paste bin will be in the description below, so you can bring it over to Showdown. Let me know what you think of the team. What would you change? One other thing that I was trying out was switching the Politoed for Pelipper, so we have that Tailwind support, which really helps out the team as well, because there's really no speed control outside of having a Choice Scarf on a Politoed, which is interesting. That's another side I wanted to try out, because it was Jack the Battler uses Choice Scarf Politoed a lot, and I thought that was... It's a really good Pokemon. I've seen it before, too. He's not the only one that uses it, but he's a notable person that uses it. Other things. Look at that Politoed sprite down there. Over here. Oh, over there. Look at that sprite. How come we don't see that sprite more in game? That is an amazing animation from Politoed. He whips his tongue out there. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, let's get into this here. I don't expect us to do great, especially because we're not like super high. We're not like in the high. We're not in like 1700, 1800, 1900 range, but we're in the 1600s, which starts to get a little more competitive. So I don't know how well this team's going to do. If it doesn't do great this episode, I'll probably drop Politoed for Pelipper and see what we can do there. We have Giovanni. Is this? Okay. I don't know that it is the Giovanni I'm thinking of. The one that... I think he has run Eevee all season, so I don't think this is him. But we do have a Tapu Fini, a Alolan Marowak, a Metagross, a Drifblim, a Crocodile, and a Goodra. Goodra's really interesting here. It's going to be able to tank my Dragonite because my Dragonite's special, not physical. Obviously, a Drifblim and Fini are going to be a nice lead for him, but I can go Alolan Muck here. I can go Alolan Muck here pretty well. I could honestly go Alolan Muck, Tapu Koko, and be looking real clean. Alolan Marowak isn't terrible here either, actually. I think we're going to go No Rain. No Rain by Melon. Is that the name of the song? All I can say is my life is pretty plain. That one? I think it's... Yeah, it's No Rain. It's the name of that song. So, first battle with a rain team, No Rain. If this is Giovanni and you guys know if it is or not, let me know. I can't remember his full name. But we have Drifblim Lele. Let's see if I can find him on here. I don't think I'll find his battle sprite, but Giovanni, is it Costa? Giovanni Costa is who I'm thinking of. What's your battle sprite look like, dude? I was just seeing this. He has his own animation for Extreme Evo Boost. That's how popular he is with that. So I'm going to go for the Poison Jab into the Fini. And I'm just going to discharge here. Alolan Muck should take it pretty well, especially because we're not in the terrain. And neither of these Pokemon are really threaten Alolan Muck either. We're going to see Tailwind come out from the Drifblim. No Protect from that Feeny, so it's taking a Poison Jab and a Discharge. I don't think it survives the turn, to be honest. 50%, over 50% from that Discharge. We're going to see Moonblast into my Muck, into my Koko. It's probably choice specs, that's why he went for it. Yeah, Poison. It's going to bring me down to 8 HP, and Poison Jab should KO the Feeny. So getting rid of the Feeny right away is real nice. Now that he has Tailwind up, though, my Tapu Koko is in a lot of problems. Is going to have a lot of problems. Krookodile coming out, too, is not great. Because he can just Earthquake here. And I don't know what the Drifblim's going to want to do on top of that. I have to look and see what the health of the Drifblim is. I didn't see. Okay, it's not going to be enough that a Shadow Sneak can get it. So he's 3 turns of Tailwind. Who do I have in the back? The Marowak and the Kartana aren't going to enjoy what's in store for them. I think I just Shadow Sneak the Drifblim and go for the Discharge. He's just Earthquaking here, or Tectonic Rage and something else from the Drifblim. Since he can do that, he can save his Earthquakes. Not that he has to. Okay, Swagger from Drifblim. Oh, and a Krookodile. That's bad. That's real bad. I was not expecting that. Alright, Earthquake's just going to double KO here. Which is on Fort. But yeah, like, I think we've basically lost this one at this point. Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, there's no way we can get out of this one. Tailwind does 2 more turns. Still has 2 more turns. So we've seen Tailwind, we've seen Swagger. This Drifblim has to have an attacking move, right? It has to have an attacking move? Yeah, Tailwind has 2 more turns. We can't stall this out. I guess... Yeah, I guess my play there would have been to protect Alolan Muck. And then, the following turn, bring in Marowak, protect Marowak, Shadow Sneak with Muck, and then Muck would have went down, so I could have brought in Kartana. And Kartana, protect, just to get around Tailwind. And then Kartana would have had to pull out the rest of the game, which I don't think it could have done. Okay, yeah, Drifblim Shadow Balls my Kartana here. The only way we could have won is if he didn't attack Kartana for some reason or another. But he does, so now Earthquake just KOs it. So unfortunate first loss with this team. Yeah, that Swag. I was not expecting that Swagger. That was a really good play. I like that. I like that. So now my poor Marowak just dies here. I Flare Blast in the Krookodile, but it, of course, outspeeds me, and he can just Shadow Ball with the Drifblim too, so... Okay, he's gonna just Swagger the Krookodile to get it a +4. Not that it matters. It was gonna KO me anyway. Oh, he's gonna +4 Tectonic Rage on me. What can you do? What can you do? Now I really do want to look up if it was him or not. I'll just turn down my ringtone, not my media, which is what I need. That's what I need to have happen. Alright, let's see. That team was Scary AF. I don't think this... No, it's not him. No, it's not him. Never mind. I'm just hoping that it was a good player that beat us. I mean, obviously it was a good player. That was a really good team. I like that. I like that, Giovanni. But we're going to move on to the next one. We didn't even use our Rain in that one. Yeah, the only way that we could have gotten out of that was if we had gone for Protect on Muck. Okay, so let's think about this. Tailwind. So we set up Tailwind, that was turn 1. And we KO'd the Feeny. Krookodile comes in. And gets swaggered to Earthquake. If I would have protected that turn with Muck, Tapu Koko would have went down. Could have brought in Marowak for turn 3. Muck would have went down on turn 3. Marowak protects. And then turn 4, Marowak goes down, but Kartana protects, and then it's Kartana against 3 Pokemon. So I don't know what he had in the back, but I would have assumed Crocodile had Protect and would have went for it there, and then the Drifblim would have decided... I mean, Drifblim would have got Tailwind up anyway, right? So I don't think it really mattered. But we got Tapu Koko, Snorlax, Klefki, Arcanine, Decidueye, and Pelipper, so his own rain setter. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I think Marowak's going to be really good here. Outside of course, the Pelipper, and I'm assuming some sort of ghost move comes out from the Decidueye as well. Burr. Burr, burr, burr. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do here necessarily. I think Dragonite wouldn't be terrible here. It's not amazing, but I don't think we lead Dragonite for sure. I'm going to lead with Politoed. Tapu Koko. Let's do Politoed, Tapu Koko, Marowak, and then for the final Dragonite. It leaves us really weak to Snorlax, and we have to rely on Marowak for Snorlax, which I don't enjoy. I could go Muck instead of Marowak, I guess. It's not my favorite idea, but let's do it. Because not bringing Marowak leaves us pretty weak to, well, not weak to, but it gives us a harder time with Klefki, and even Decidueye to a certain amount, and Tapu Koko. Marowak probably would have been a better option there. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we got Politoed, Koko. If it's a typical Snorlax, they won't be able... I didn't bring Marowak, so it doesn't matter. But we got Arcanine and Clef. So that's actually fine for my Politoed. So I'm going to Volt Switch on Klefki. Because it's probably going to set up some type of screen. Arcana does Intimidate, which doesn't matter here. Did he have a ground type? He didn't have a Marowak. I did. I'm the one with the Marowak. Or she, sorry. Decidueye. Yeah, this team's really weak to electricity. I'm going to just try and Hydro Pump the Arcanine. And we're going to Volt Switch on Klefki. Just get some damage on it. Like, I don't really have a reason to bring my Tapu Koko out. Okay, Snorlax is going to come in. So, Key sets up a light screen. But this allows me to bring in my Muck, so I can knock off that Snorlax. So, yeah, Volt Switch was good then. I didn't know it was going to be good until the time came, but... we get the Volt Switch. Oh, a crit on the keys, too. Not bad. Not bad, Coco. So I can bring out Muck. And Muck will outspeed Snorlax, so I can knock off its berry, so that it won't get any recovery if it decides to go for Belly Drum. Which I enjoy. I do enjoy that. I kind of wouldn't mind getting Politoed out of here. I'm just going to go for Hydro Pump, though. See if we can knock out the keys this turn, and then knock off on that Snorlax. Yep, I assumed it was going to set up Reflect, but that's fine. Okay, we get rid of the Klefki at least. So it can't set up the screens once they do go down. Screens are going to be up for 8 turns, I assume. Most Klefki that are setting up screens are going to be carrying... Oh, high horsepower. He's not boosted, so we should take this fine. Yep, 50%. We get to eat our berry, because our berry didn't disappear like yours, Snorlax. Yeah, I assume screens are up for 8 turns, so they can't be reset. I don't know that the game will last long enough for that to happen, but Tapu Koko does come out here. I guess at this point I just double into Koko, honestly. Actually, no. We should keep Politoed around, right? Because there is a, there is an Arcanine in the back. So I'm going to switch out for Tapu Koko. And then, Poison Jab. And then, Poison Jab. He does know I have Tapu Koko, so he might just high horsepower that slot, which would be a Z-move. That might kill my Muck. Gigavolt Havoc. Because I don't think he wasted Gigavolt Havoc on a Politoed, right? He'd use that on a Muck. Oops. I'm assuming this is Z Thunder, since he does have a Pelipper on his team, so that probably just kills me. Muck, no! Oh, we lived on 7! Get this Poison Jab. Hiya! Still does so much behind Reflect. No Poison, and Snorlax actually has Curse, not Belly Drum, which makes this a little less fun. We see the attack raise and the defense raise. Here I go for Dazzling Gleam. We are choice specs, so if we get the speed, if we win the speed tie, we're looking pretty. And then I Poison Jab in the Snorlax. Dazzling Gleam should still KO, even behind a screen, I hope. We just have to win the speed tie so my Muck doesn't die. Because he just goes for a Dazzling Gleam of his own here. Gonna actually withdraw Tapu Koko, so this ensures we get off our Gleam and our Poison Jab. The Arcanine does come in, which isn't great, because that decreases my attack stat, as well as the Snorlax already having a +1 and being behind Reflect. So Snorlax is not going to be fun to take care of here. Once the screens are gone, we could probably actually deal with it pretty easily. It's just getting that light screen to go away. Poison? That's helpful. That's helpful. We get the Poison Jab Poison. We see another high horsepower. Oh, I forgot about high horsepower. That's going to KO. No, Tapu Koko. But that gives me a free switch into Politoed as well, which I am not upset by. Or unless, no, I bring in Dragonite here. I bring in Dragonite because, I don't want the rain to go away. Like, I think this is the last turn of rain. Yep, it is sure shoot is. Sure shoot. I could just get rid of Snorlax here. I just guarantee the KO with the Supersonic. I'm just going to Supersonic the Arcanine anyway. And then go for another Poison Jab into the Snorlax. We have to crit to KO it here, but it should feint to Poison anyway. Here comes Supersonic. It probably won't do anything. I'm going to be honest with you. Dragonite isn't the strongest when you're using it as a special attacker. If this was a physical Supersonic, we had a pretty good chance of KOing here, but being special, I don't think it's going to work as well as I would hope. I mean, it's still a Dragonite, right? Still got a decently high special attack stat. Oh, gee, yeah, that does nothing. You're trying to Will-O-Wisp my Dragonite. I am special, boy. So Poison Jab will go off into the Snorlax. Okay, he's got Facade. That's not good. That's going to hit my Dragonite, which I do have multi-scale, so I'll take it. Rain does... Oh, Rain... What am I trying to say? Rain does stop. Snorlax, unfortunately, it does faint. I'd rather it hadn't. I'd rather it hadn't, just because now Tapu Koko comes in and goes for Dazzling Gleam. We might be able to take care of this Tapu Koko, actually. If we double priority the Tapu Koko, we might be able to get it. Because I do have extreme speed on this Dragonite, so getting burned actually is kind of helpful. Or not getting burned, sorry. Extreme speed and Shadow Sneak. As long as it doesn't protect, we should KO it. I think he just Dazzling Gleams here. It protected. It's on Fort. The Arcanine might still try and Will-O-Wisp me. Yeah. Yeah, I assumed he would, because he didn't know I wasn't physical at that point. I mean, I am, obviously. I do have extreme speed. But, because he only saw the Supersonic Sky Strike, he doesn't know that I was mainly a special Dragonite, but I don't know that this KOs now. I should have protected that turn, to be honest. But yeah, I'd do this again, hope for the best. He's still behind Reflect, too, so yeah, that's not going to KO, unfortunately. I mean, seeing this Arcanine, I want to see if he reveals anything to me here. Don't be like Morning Sun. Okay, it's Will-O-Wisping still. I don't know that this Arcanine doesn't have Wild Charge at this point. So I bring on Politoed, get the Drizzle. So Arcanine, what do you have, dude? I just go for Scald here in the Tapu Koko. Scald should be able to KO the Arcanine in the rain from this range. And as long as it doesn't have Wild Charge, we're good. If it has Wild Charge, we just lose. And this is the last turn of the Light Screen. Okay, no Protect from Tapu Koko, so we KO. Yes. Being Choice Scarf Politoed saved us here. Oh, we Snarl Arcanine, so that might save him. I mean, Light Screen does go away. It's still a Scald in the rain, right? I don't know. The Arcanine might live. But we've seen Snarl, Will-O-Wisp. I assume Flare Blitz is a move. And Extreme Speed, possibly, or Helping Hand. That's enough to KO anyway. If he had Wild Charge, he would have went for it there. I'm pretty sure he would have went for it there. But yeah, we win. Choice Scarf Politoed. Bringing it out. Bringing it out. He whipped that tongue out just like in that little animation down there. I don't know what animation gets you that. Like maybe lick? I don't know. I don't know. I wish I did. It's a great animation. Is one of my lights not... Okay, the light's just changing weird. Okay, never mind. We're gonna do one more battle here. Because we're 1-1, we need to get one more win. I'm gonna try and turn the light a little bit. Maybe that'll help. I think that light bulb's just burning out. Alright, 1637 now for our final battle of today. And let's see what music have I not listened to in a while. Enter the Ultra Beast. We do have one Ultra Beast. Yeah, you can tell Special Dragonite's not great. Maybe I should put Dragonium Z on this thing instead of Flyinium Z. Because I think Draco Meteors has a higher base power than Hurricane. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. Or maybe I just shouldn't use Special Dragonite. But then, what's the point of having Rain, to be honest with you? What's the point in having Rain if I don't have Special Dragonite? You know what I'm saying? I think I have 3 electric moves on this Tapu Koko. I think it's Discharge, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, and Dazzling Gleam. I rarely ever use the other 2 moves. It's usually just Volt Switch and Dazzling Gleam. But I mean, Discharge. But... let's see if we can get Marowak and Kartana to do something this next battle, because they just kind of got bodied in the only battle they've appeared in. 1577 Ready Player from Chile with Frostlass. I like Frostlass. I wish I would have used a Frostlass. Lilligant, Torkoal, Tapu Lele, Xurkitree, and Garchomp. I don't lead Politoed here just because of Torkoal being slower than it. Just because of Torkoal being slower than it. I guess I go Tapu and Marowak, Politoed, and Muck. Yeah. I'm bringing Marowak to lead off because I want him to think I'm not going to be able to Thunderbolt. But I'm going to switch out my Marowak into Politoed, so... you know. I'm just trying to unleash a Thunderbolt into the Torkoal as soon as possible. And he can't put anything to sleep either if the electric train's up. Not something I thought of when I originally led with Tapu Koko, but it is a nice benefit. But we're going to see Frostlass and Tapu Lele lead. I'm assuming Frostlass is going to be trying to Icy Wind, possibly Destiny Bond kind of stuff. We do see that Tapu Lele is slower. So I actually could just stay in and go for Discharge and Shadow Bone here. Or I could Discharge turn 1. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Discharge turn 1 and protect my Marowak. Because a Psychic in the terrain will kill a Marowak. Especially this one. It's not invested as well as some other Marowaks are. You can make a Marowak that doesn't die to Psychic, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me on it. Yeah. But if I get the Paralysis on the Tapu Lele, then the following turn I can just freely smack it with Marowak, so I like that. Marowak does protect here. Tapu Koko is the first to move, so we get this Discharge off. As long as we don't get Cursed Bodied by that Frostlass, that'd be bad. Paralysis? No paralysis. We're going to see Shadow Ball into the Marowak. And Psychic in the Marowak? Nope, into the Tapu Koko, which should KO me. Unfort. Unfort, no Parala. And it is Life Orb Lele. I just bring in Muck here. Muck scares both these Pokemon. It's super effective to both of them. So I just Poison Jab the Lele and Shadow Bone. Should I Shadow Bone the Frostlass or the Lele? I'm gonna Shadow Bone the Lele. As long as it doesn't protect here. Okay, it's gonna fake Tear, so it's trying to kill something. Probably Muck? Yeah, that's why I doubled in the Lele, just in case. Moonblast. I still don't know that... Was that a plus or -2 drop or -1? Okay, it was -2. Okay, well, I was not expecting that. That was a good play, but also a good play that I followed up with a Shadow Bone. Hiya! So now he can only either get in Torkoal or Lilligant, which both don't like this Marowak, and neither really like Politoed either, being Choice Scarfed. It's going to be Garchomp, which is even worse for him, because I'm Choice Scarf Ice Beam on this thing, so... Meh. I guess I could just Choice Scarf Hydro Pump him, because that still makes me good against a Torkoal in the back, if that's what you decide to go with. I'm just going to Ice Beam him. Shadow Bone. Ice Beam, Shadow Bone. Because he might just stay in and Tectonic Rage my Marowak, hoping that he outspeeds the Politoed anyway. I guess I could protect Marowak here, so he might not want to do that. Okay, yep, he stays in. As long as he's not Assault Vest, it should KO him. Yeah, boy! Politoed! This Choice Scarf Politoed's been coming through this episode, honestly. Shadow Ball into the Politoed. So yeah, he was going for like an Earthquake, Shadow Bone KO there or something. Hiya! So now it's a 2v1. He does Curse Body my Shadow Bone, which is fine. I didn't expect to be using it any further. I mean, it's not great. If it's Torkoal, it's fine. Or no, wait. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It's actually Xurkitree, so... Cool, dude. Hey, cool, dude. I suck up any, like Electric-type moves as long as it's not Discharge. So my Politoed should be safe, and I can just Bone Meringue into the Xurkitree left and right, so... Ice Beam will come out. Hiya! Freeze! Nope. We do see Dazzling Gleam, though. That's the only thing he can do at this point. And it still does nothing to Politoed. I'm not invested at all. Bone Meringue! Hiya! Not a lot of people use Bone Meringue Marowak anymore. I still think it's really useful. But that's just me. And there goes the Zerk. GG. No way. So we end up getting a 2-1 there, which isn't... Oh. I thought my stylus just rolled off my desk. I just set it down. I'm like, it already went left? But yeah. That's it for today's video, guys. So thank you so much for joining us. Again, I don't think Dragonite being special is a good idea, but we're going to do it for one more episode because we went 2-1, so I'm not... And Politoed, Choice Scarf Politoed, I think, helped the team a lot more than Pelipper would have, I'm pretty sure, so... Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Leave a like and subscribe if you're not already, and stay sharp, everyone.